Good morning, everyone. This is the SC Kicker and the KO Ninja with the Hyde Park Ninjas coming at you on this beautiful Wednesday morning. KO, how you doing this morning? Oh, we can't hear you. You look good. Can't hear you though. Still can't hear you.
How about now?
There we go. Okay.
All right. We're in business.
All right.
Uh, sorry about that. Doing great. Doing fantastic. Ready for a big day. Got some fun news for Upland today, and yeah, so everything's going great. How's everything going over there? Over there?
Good. Been a busy week, busy couple weeks actually, just trying to keep my head above water. I feel like it's been so crazy. So, but that's this time of year for us. It's just so busy. I'm looking forward to December, and I think hopefully to slow down a little bit. I read a little bit of travel this month coming up in another week or two, and then once we get through November, hopefully things die down just a little bit. So
Yep. Yep. Relax a little bit for the holidays.
yeah, kind of relax, right?
A little bit.
So all right, we got a lot going on. We've got the UFC pick'ems. There are fights this week, right? I think I just seen that one of them got canceled. One of the big fights.
Let me pull that up. Actually, I haven't heard about that.
I think I was just reading it this morning. Is it Miosic? The Miosic fight?
Uh, Miocic.
Miocic? I call him Miosic
Miocic.
because that's how I read. Yeah, I believe that was on this card, and I think I just seen that that got canceled, but there was going to be a fill-in. I don't remember who it was.
So the Stipe Miocic and John Jones fight is scheduled for November 11th, which is the week. Let's see, in a few weeks. Um, this week is supposed to be Derek Lewis and Jailton Almeida. Um,
Uh,
so let me look up the Miocic fight real quick and see.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw something this morning when I woke up that that was canceled. So it might be that was a different week. I was thinking it was this week because I saw the news.
Yeah, that one's supposed to be in a few weeks. Um, and we'll look at. There's a great weekend of fights over in Abu Dhabi this past weekend that I got to watch.
Yeah, those started a little bit earlier too, didn't they?
They did. They were. I think the prelims were in the morning our time. The main card didn't start till 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So injured John Jones out of UFC 295. Mm.
Oh, so
Yep.
it was
So
Jones that got injured. Okay.
Jones is injured. He's out of UFC 295. Man, that's a bummer. I was looking forward to seeing that fight. Um, yeah, looks like these articles just came out a few hours ago. Um, oh, okay. So John Jones tore his pectoral tendon off the bone. Okay,
Oh, damn.
so that's a legit injury.
Yeah.
Um, so that's a bummer. That's everybody's been looking forward to. That's going to put him out for a while.
Yeah, that's a bad
Ev-
injury.
With John Jones getting back into the fight game, everybody's been a lot of hype around him, and um, so I know a lot of people are going to be bummed. The
That's
UFC is going to be
unfortunate.
bummed.
Yeah.
So it looks like the Tom Aspinall uh, steps in to face Sergey Pavlovich for the moment. Um, so it looks like maybe they'll be replacing that with that fight. Maybe we'll see, or maybe that's a separate article because they had John Jones going up against Stipe. So I don't know if Stipe is going to fight or not.
Yeah, I thought that fight was a I think they said it was a replacement fight for that one. I can't remember what I read this morning. It was really early. It was the first thing that I saw pop up when I woke up actually.
Okay, so that'll be interesting. We'll keep up to date on that. Let me see. Let me bring up the last week's fights. I was able to watch the main card actually. I'll share my screen there.
I didn't get to watch any of the fights. I had got out of training last week. We jumped out of jiu-jitsu class and I had an empty house. Everybody was out doing stuff, so I went up and saw my buddy John and watched the Nittany Lions playing against the Buckeyes, and it wasn't a good game. It was not a good game. Nittany Lions are, we just cannot win against Ohio State. Drives me absolutely crazy. If there's one team I dislike in football, it would be the Ohio State Buckeyes for sure.
My wife is the same. I don't really get into it too much. I don't know too much
So I don't
about.
know how I didn't know this, but I had no idea that your wife was a Nittany Lion fan. And
I don't
then
even
the
know.
other day,
I
I popped up on a screen with her, and she had the Penn State shirt on. I was like, "What?
Oh yeah.
How did I not know this?"
Yeah,
So
she's
I
a
was
Penn
kind
State
of on the
fan.
fence if I really liked her or not, and I saw that shirt and changed everything. So she's a keeper.
There you go.
Uh,
Uh, awesome. Yeah, so this week of fights was great. Let's see, let's start down here. Saeed, yeah, he had a dominating performance. Came in and finished it in a minute and 13 seconds. Um, Ikram also round one. So some really quick fights here. Um, Here was the interesting one. Johnny Walker versus Magomed Ankalaev. So basically, we were in round one, and it was a good fight. It was supposed to be a really tough fight, and I was really looking forward to it. And Johnny Walker is on his knees up against the cage. At least one knee, he was down there for a few minutes, or maybe about a minute. And so Magomed knew he was down, and he kneed him in the face
ooh,
when he was down, which is against the rules. So they stopped the fight, and you're supposed to get 5 minutes to recover. But I guess they had a new ref, uh, a less experienced ref, that is, come in, and I mean, basically within less than a minute or two, um, he was asking Johnny Walker a few questions, and Johnny was very much awake. He was answering the questions, not directly, but the ref didn't give him the full 5 minutes to
wow,
recover, and he ended up calling the fight like maybe 2 minutes. I felt like less, maybe like 60 seconds or 90 seconds in.
wow.
Ended up calling the fight, and there was a big controversy over that. They called it a no contest, so they'll either run it back or so it's not a loss or anything on the record. But
That's a bummer. I
yeah,
picked Johnny Walker to win that fight.
yeah, he was so tall, 6'7", maybe 6'8", something like that,
Yeah.
and he was using his reach. Magomed was a great wrestler. He was doing a great job. So it was a really fun battle to watch up until the illegal strike and the early stoppage, in my opinion. Um,
There
Kamzat
should be
Chimaev and
someone to like overrule that. I mean, like, can't the corner like throw the yellow flag like they do in football?
it will be interesting to see if something
Replay.
like that. Yeah, like drawing the challenge
Yeah, the
flag.
challenge flag.
Um, it will be interesting to see if something like that ever does get implemented, and if enough things like this happen, I could see where there'd be some kind of possibility of replay, or I don't know what you would call it, but um, or challenging a decision. So
That
um,
could be pretty interesting. So in football, if you draw a challenge, right, and you lose the challenge, you lose a timeout. And if you win the challenge, you don't lose the timeout. So maybe in like MMA, they could do something where you can challenge it. But if you lose the challenge, you got to fight with your right arm behind your back or something for a round. Make it interesting.
yeah, choose you get to choose one limb that your opponent cannot use
Yeah.
for the rest of the remainder of the fight. That's hilarious. That's funny. Yeah, it's an interesting point you bring up though, because I mean, yeah, because the rule in MMA is once the decision is made, once the ref is in charge, the ref, whatever the ref says, um, goes, and then that's final, and then there's no changing it, no arguing. So it'll be interesting to see if something gets implemented that you know could challenge a questionable decision. So. The Kamzat Chimaev fight, that was actually a really good fight. Kamzat kind of dominated 2 rounds. Kamaru, I think, got 1 round in there, and but Kamaru started to do better as the fight went on. So it would have been interesting if that would have went 5 rounds, because actually Kamaru Usman denied 5 round fight. He wanted just a 3 round fight because
Oh.
he came in on short notice.
Oh, okay.
So he opted for the 3 round fight. And he actually, after the fight, said he regretted that decision because he started to gain momentum in that 3rd round, and the fight could have gone a different way for sure. Uh, but as always, great fight. And actually, Kamsa has always been kind of a crazy dude, sometimes a little disrespectful. He just has like these crazy eyes, like just looks like he wants to murder you or something. Um, but actually, afterwards, his speech after was actually really cool. I gained some respect for him. Islam too, actually. They both were just preaching for, unity and people to come together no matter the religion or background, and with all the crazy stuff going on in the world today. And so that was actually really nice to see. It was a good moment. That both these guys, in their speeches afterwards, um, just really, I gained a little bit of respect for both of them after that. So that was pretty cool.
Kamzat kind of reminds me of this guy that we train with in Florida when we go down for the events. I can't think of the guy's name off the top of my head, but he reminds me of him. A little bit kind of crazy, a little bit out there.
It's just got these crazy eyes, man.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid to fight him.
Do you know the guy I'm talking about?
I don't honestly. I mean, probably if I saw him, but
I
um,
wish I could remember his name. I can't remember. You would definitely know him.
that's
He's
funny.
like every match he wants to get out there and kill you. It's like,
Oh, wait a second. I do know who
do you
you're
know who
talking about.
I
I
can't remember
do
his name
know
to save my life, but every when I see Kamzat, I always think of that guy for some reason. He just
that.
he's like
uh,
nuts.
I can see that now. I always try to avoid eye contact with him because he just wants to kill me.
Yeah.
Oh man. Next week we're looking at Derek Lewis. I always like watching Derek Lewis. Um, Not going down in my book of like best fighters and ever to go down in history, but as far as entertaining, absolutely. Uh, Absolutely love watching Derek Lewis. Um, Great fighter, so I'll definitely be tuning in for this one. This looks to be starting at a regular time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Um, to be honest, I don't know anybody else on that main card.
Yeah, I didn't
Here we
recognize a lot of names to be honest.
And the prelims looks like the same thing. So a lot of I know Ismail Bonfim. I know him. He's in the prelims. I've seen him fight before. That's about it, guys. So some new fighters, some new names, new faces
Okay, you got
come
Denise
in.
Gomes in the women's fight, Angela Hill. Okay, those names I have seen and recognized. Victor Petrina. I haven't seen a lot of these.
So definitely be tuning into that, and then we'll keep everybody updated on UFC 295 as that. There's some other killer fights on that card, so I'll still definitely be tuning in for that one.
Very nice.
All right,
I
so we
think
got
that's about it on UFC. I know we've got the NFL pick'ems. We'll take a look at that card real quick. Let me see if I can scoot over. I don't know if the card is out yet. I know M Strikes was on his uh, first anniversary, actually. They went down to Cancun. I'm hoping they're on their way back because I saw there's a massive storm coming through that area. Let me see what we got. For some reason, this is not sharing.
oh, that's sharing me.
Yeah, it is. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't even know how I did on the picks, honestly. But I know
Was
the
it
UFC
Jensen?
pick'ems. Let me see who won this week.
I think the
So,
pick'ems was that trendy props maybe.
so UFC pick'ems, King Jensen won, and then the NFL pick'ems, Trendy Props won. this week, so definitely giving out some picks. Actually, have we paid those out yet, or do we need to get those?
I paid out. I know I paid out one of them. I think I paid out the football one because I know that one was double because I had won the previous week. For some reason, my device is not sharing that I've got all my football stuff on, but I'll just do a quick run through for this week. Let's see, we have the game tomorrow night. We got the Bills and the Buccaneers is the Thursday night game to kick off the week, and my Bills are looking a little bit rough. They haven't had a good couple of weeks here. We got a lot of injuries, and they're just not playing well, to be honest. So hopefully they can kind of get back in the groove. I just saw we lost another player too, another starter. Dawson Knox is out with a wrist. He just had a wrist operation, so he's out indefinitely. So we'll see how that works out. And then we've got the Jaguars and Steelers. And the Jaguars have been pretty hot. I know Goldilocks was out last week and didn't play. I think he's back this week. Um, and then you got the Rams and the Cowboys, Falcons, Titans, the Saints and the Colts. You got the Browns and Seahawks. Chiefs are playing the Broncos, so they got a week off. It looks like Bears and the Chargers, Jets and Giants, Eagles and Commanders. And the Eagles actually haven't been playing as well. They did beat Miami. They actually handled Miami pretty well. I think that was the Monday or Sunday night game. And the Commanders have actually played pretty well this year. Um, and I thought they'd have a little bit better record, but they've just lost some close games. Vikings and Packers. That's a big game for you. That's a throwback classic for sure. Any thoughts on that
Yeah,
game?
good rivalry. The Packers are just not looking great, and there's just been talk on Jordan Love and if he's going to be able to uh, continue and step up this year. He had a great mentor, with Aaron Rodgers. Well, some people would argue that, uh, but Aaron Rodgers was a good player. But anyway, he's just not really stepping up to the plate at the moment. They're struggling with a few things. So um, I, I, my DraftKings account does not like the Packers right now, or the Bills. To be honest, the Bills have been treating me dirty here.
Never bet
Um,
on the Bills. I learned
I'm
my
learning
lesson
that.
a long time ago.
I'm learning that lesson now. Um, but so yeah, not too much hope in my Packers at the moment. So
1990, I learned my lesson on the Bills. Never bet on the Bills. That damn Super Bowl against the Giants.
well, that was the year I was born.
Yeah. So the Vikings actually looked pretty darn good against San Fran on Monday night. They looked really good, and they've got Jefferson is out, and they still look good. That is it. Addison played well, and then is it Hookerson? He had a good night. But yeah, Minnesota looked pretty good. I was expecting San Fran to win that game. I know San Fran had some injuries too. I think Mason was out, but yeah, Minnesota handled them pretty well. You got Patriots and Dolphins. That'd be an interesting game. So the Dolphins are coming off a loss to Philly, and then the Patriots are coming off a win over the Bills. So they've got a little bit of steam in the tank. We'll see what Belichick can do with that. Texans and Panthers. The Panthers are looking awful this year. They are definitely in a rebuilding stage. Bengals and 49ers. So this should be a pretty good game. That should be a good game. 49ers coming off a loss there. So we'll see what they can do. And you got Baltimore and the Cardinals. And then Monday night, you got a barn burner with the Raiders and the Lions. So Lions, I would imagine, would take that game. The Lions are looking pretty decent, I think. So, anyways, that's about it for football this week. So we'll get those cards out, and as always, make sure you guys get your cards in on time to qualify for the winnings. And good luck to everybody in your NFL and UFC picks this week. So more ways to win money in the metaverse, right?
that is true. Um, sorry, I was getting distracted. I was moving on to the. Wanted to bring up the spectacular.
Yeah, if you guys didn't see, we had in our lobby music, we had some of the information on the Creedmoor event coming up, and that is this Friday, correct? Is that Friday?
It is.
Yeah, the 27th. And
Um,
just a wonderful event. All the proceeds are going to the Child Mind Institute. And I think there's an auction going on right now, is there not?
there is an auction, so if you guys still want to, I don't know if there's 3 or 4 spots left. They will be auctioning off within the next 2 days. Um, and basically there will be a 12 racers. If you win an auction, you get a car, you get an S4 car to race with in the race. We're doing the race Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Um, and then yeah, there's tons of prizes. Everyone wins at least a little bit of UPIX, and then if you get in the top 6, you're getting some prizes. If you get in the top 3, you're getting some killer prizes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's
That top prize was amazing.
Yep. So, um, and I mean, right now it's just going for, I think I might have got the most expensive ticket, or at least in the top 3, because I had to pay 2,100 wax, which is a little over $100, um, and which 100% of that goes to the Child Mind Institute.
Yeah, the first
Um,
couple ones were pretty expensive. I know I got outbid on three different ones. They came up at kind of odd times. The most recent ones, the times were a little bit better, but I still got outbid.
and so if you want to, you can take part in the auction, take part in the race. If you don't have the time or the ability or that much wax to donate, then I just posted in our Discord, which the link will be in the description below, where in our announcements, where you can actually go directly to the Child Mind Institute and donate. So if you are interested in helping out with the cause, please go there, and that link there is a good link to go to, and all the proceeds go to that charity. So we were a big part of this last year, and we really enjoyed it, and looking forward to participating this year as well. Um, and of course, doing everything for a great cause. We're also helping out the Creedmoor node. They are trying to win the neighborhood competition this year, this month. So I did temporarily move my residence over there into Bellarose, Queens, to help them out. I'm building 2 small townhouses over there, nice and crooked, how they like it, over there in spooky Creedmoor. Um, but so if you guys want to go participate, help them out. They're a great node, and help them out during this time when they're trying to raise some money for a great cause.
Yeah, definitely get out there. I know I moved my address over there last night. I thought I did it the other day. I must not have clicked on transfer. But I got everything moved over there, and then I realized I had picked up a couple extra Halloween decorations for two of the houses I had that were uncovered, and I realized I bought them for the wrong townhouse model, so they
uh,
didn't fit. And I got up with Shaq last night, and she was really cool and hooked me up and traded out for the two that I bought mistakenly, and we got it all straight. So I got some decorations over there. I've got a big old brownstone that I've been building over there, and the team over there, Umbrella Boy, Shaq, and some of the others have helped put a little bit of spark on that, and it'll be done before Halloween. I think it'll finish up today maybe. So I'm excited about that, and definitely get out there and support these guys. They do a lot of really great things for all the different communities, and they are so appreciative of everybody that's involved in everything that they do. So you couldn't ask for a better group to be able to network with. Shaq and her crew are really, really amazing, and we just absolutely love doing stuff with them. So they're just good people, great integrity-driven people.
And let's see. In other news, in some Hyde Park news, bring up my screen there. Had a nice little surprise yesterday. Wait for the screen to pull up here.
Where is it? There it is. Okay.
There we go. Had our nice little black dot jump on the screen here. And so Trinity Props, the Hyde Park Hammer was released yesterday. So that's exciting. Got Hyde Park's first racetrack. Um, the racetrack, which they posted, we posted in the Discord a while ago. Um, let's see if I'm not mistaken, goes up 10th here,
Looks
and
like
so we
there's a lot
definitely
of
want to.
properties around there too, man. People better get out there and pick those up before they're gone.
Yeah, there's definitely lots to mint. Which tomorrow we'll do the Hyde Park update, let everybody know how we're doing. It goes up 10th here, so we're definitely going to start, trying to get people to build on the racetrack. I know I've got definitely some. Actually, hang on, my 3D assets turned on, 3D objects. So as you can see, lots of room to be constructing here. I'm definitely going to start constructing here ASAP. I got a few projects wrapping up. And then it turns right on Florence. I want to say on 7th is where we shoot up
It
right
is, yeah, it
here.
goes straight up 7th there.
Okay, so it shoots up 7th. As you can tell, a lot of people have scooped up these properties and got them for some nice prices now. Um, let's see, I think it's 67th is what we shoot over left on
Hmm.
or west. Here, I picked up this little guy. It goes to Brynhurst or Victoria.
Brynhurst. Yeah, we'll go down
Okay, we
Brynhurst.
shoot on over to Brynhurst. Um, comes down to Florence, cuts over down on Crenshaw. So you get a little bit of Florence in there, Crenshaw, Brenthurst, some of the major roads. Comes down here, trying to get an apartment down here on the corner. Um, and lastly, shooting over on the 77th. Nope, it actually might be
79th, I
7.
believe.
I don't think it goes all the way down. If I'm not mistaken, it cuts over on 78th.
I think it's 78th place actually, because
Okay,
it's
so
got
the one,
a crooked road. Yeah, I think that's it.
so so the one in between right here.
Yeah, I believe
Um,
that's where it's at.
and
Wait a
then
minute. Is that it?
is
Yeah,
it
it is.
street,
That's it. Yeah. Yeah,
place, or
because I
street?
know the bottom when I looked, because I was trying to pick up some props, the bottom was sold out. I
Yeah.
saw.
Actually, that makes sense because these would have been scooped up probably.
Yeah. The
Um,
now if you go up Crenshaw a little bit, I think I thought I saw a factory property for sale on Crenshaw, unless it was further south.
I
No,
don't see
maybe
one
not.
on Crenshaw. There
Maybe.
was one over here on Brenhurst.
Oh, Brynhurst, that's where it is. Yeah, right on the corner. Rousing cord selling something over there. I I might go in and scoop that up.
Not a bad.
I like the lot. Um,
Yeah, it's good. Good
what's the
solid price.
UP2 on that?
I believe it is a small factory. There's 347 UP squared.
Yeah, so if somebody's looking for a factory and doesn't want to build it, heck, grab that up. You won't have to spend any spark hours to build it. It's ready to go.
Yep, yep. Um, so yeah, cool stuff there. Um,
So I saw you had that one cool little corner lot over there on 67th, was it?
yeah. So I picked up this property a long time ago, and I was trying to pick up the big properties to make sure we get some structures on there. I picked this little corner one. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet because it's right on the racetrack as you're coming through. So I might try to like really put a bunch of decorations here or something.
That looks like a
Um,
great spot for a Ninjava cafe.
and then the
Right
corner
at the corner
cafe.
turn there. Yeah, I could see people like getting their cups of Joe and sitting right there on 67th watching the cars go by.
That's actually a good idea. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. Well, I'll come up with something and have something cool for the racetrack as you're driving by. Um, so that'll be exciting. Got oh, I did get my one totem. Actually, I traded more cheese, one of my dragonflies, for a palm tree. So I was able to scoop up a palm tree. I was pretty happy with that one. It looks pretty cool. And then the one that I got in this sale. Oh, wait a second. Oh, you know what? I haven't been able to move it yet. Let me see if I can move it real quick. And I got a shark, which I thought was pretty cool. It's
Nice.
really really is not a great one. Um, so, okay, look at this. Look at the size of this thing.
It looks pretty big.
I know. So then when I go into the traits, it says it's a micro.
It
So
looks
I
so
was like,
big.
okay, well, I thought it was pretty big. The hexagonal, the red, the gamer, the shark, everything is nothing is too
Oh, it's
rare at
because
all.
he's the body style. He's a gamer. He's a little bit chunky.
Oh gosh.
Or not chunky, fluffy. He's a little fluffy, we'll call him.
So yeah, I was like, wasn't too rare or anything, but that's okay. I was happy with my red shark, um, which is pretty cool. Let me see if I can move it. So I still have not been able to move it.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed that on mine because I got mine the other day, but I was not able to move them.
I need to go check in the Discord, see what's going on, see if anybody else has an issue. I'm sure Discord's already got answers and got that all covered. So, um, but really excited for Trendy Prop and getting our first racetrack in Hyde Park. We'll run a race here in just a moment,
Oh, nice.
actually. So,
We're
actually,
gonna
I'll go ahead and
race
get
on
that.
we're gonna race the hammer.
Let's race the hammer. Let's see how it looks. Let me go ahead and start the lobby. If anybody wants to jump in and race, I know some people in the Discord just got some brand new cars. King Jensen went out and got a Series 1.
Oh, nice. Laban's in the house. Laban, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Bring on that
All
bad boy 4 you got. Let's go.
right. Actually, yeah, if Laban's in there, I'll do a Series 4. All
Laban and
right.
his
So
S4 nitrous
it's
mobile he's got.
it's actually not on the list yet.
I saw it last night, actually.
Well, when I pull it up, it wasn't on there.
That's
We have
weird.
them in alphabetical order now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, it's
So
not on there.
last night it wasn't in alphabetical order when I pulled it up because I did see it.
I
That's
can go
weird.
directly. I can go directly to it,
Oh, okay.
uh, but I can't go just pull up
Interesting.
from the app. What do we want to do this morning? 500 epics? Oh wait, what are we doing? Series 4?
Yeah, we can do series 4. Is that what everybody's got? Is Laban got an S1? Is
No, I think
Jet?
it says yes, S4. I don't know if Jensen is up or not.
Oh, yeah, he's in a different part of the world there. So is Trendy Props. Be great to have Trendy Props on here this morning.
Maybe tomorrow's stream we get them a little better um
Yeah,
on stream. So
different time zone.
let's do a series 4. I want to do my white-ish. Yeah, I guess it's white. We get the Ninja
So
Duck.
the Hyde Park Hammer, when you look in the racetrack list, it is alphabetical, but it's not under H, it's under T because it's listed under the Hyde Park Hammer. Yeah, I knew
Okay.
I saw it and it was kind of not in alphabetical order, but it is the way it's spelled actually.
That makes sense. Okay. So I did start the lobby.
Yeah, let me jump in there for an S4. Oh, Laban can't join.
Mm.
Laban, you slacker.
You're off the hook.
I was so looking forward to smoking Laban this morning too. He's been on a losing streak in the Rumble, so this is my chance. Capitalize.
That's funny. Oh, I need to switch screens. Well, we have an even race here.
All right. So
Seems
did you already put
person.
an S4 in?
I did.
Okay, I'm going to run my R1 then. All right, let me get in there.
All right, he's calling you out tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be ready.
We're gonna
I
get
will
some
be
practice
ready.
in. We're gonna practice all day. Get ready for tomorrow. Yeah, we're streaming at 1:30 Eastern time tomorrow, everybody. So if you want to join us tomorrow, come hang out. We'll do some races, give away some Upics, um, have some fun, do some giveaways. But yeah, let's take a look at this course. As soon as I see kicker gets in there, we'll
All
get
right,
it
I'm in there.
started. All right, you're in. So
Yep.
let's go ahead and start the race.
Is our share screen up?
Should be.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So this is looking good. Got some totems here. I gotta move some stuff around onto the tracks. You got some. Oh, who's got some lights right there? I never did get any of those.
Lights?
Yeah,
What kind?
Upland did that sale quite a while ago. I think it was before Tokyo. Little like walkway lights. And then you can see there's some good construction up above. We definitely got some work to do here.
Oh, that's weird. I'm not able to come in. I'm coming up with an error. It says the race has already started. It,
Interesting.
oh, man.
Did you try it on the Chrome server this time?
I did. I'm actually on the one that I used the last race that worked fine.
Hmm,
Bummer.
interesting.
Can you cancel a race?
And you're in the left lane too, and I think the right lane is the faster one.
It is. Right lane is definitely the fast lane.
No, you cannot cancel a race yet. That's another good. Um, so we talked about with the new. It's been quite the topic. Upland, if you're listening, I think everybody is pulling for uh, being able to select your car, um, a specific car for the races. Because right now you don't know if you go into a random race, you don't know what kind of car they have, and so you don't know if it's going to be fair. So if you're putting up a few hundred or a few thousand upics, you're taking a gamble on if um, if it's going to be a fair race or not. So I think that would be a great addition. I think it would because right now everything is having to be done kind of through private servers with the private codes and organized races, which is great too. And I think that should continue. But for those that just want to jump into a random race, I think being able to limit the type of cars in specific races is going to help.
Yeah, there should definitely be a drop down in the selection. So for each track, it should be, S4, S1, whatever it is, because there's definitely some people that are with a lack of integrity putting, the best cars in against S4s and stuff and just winning the money, which is not right, but it is what it is. That's the way that the rules are set out right now, but it's unfortunate when someone's got like a top tier stock car and they're racing against someone that doesn't even have the ability um, to get in a
Yeah,
car like that because they're you got to win, you got to get into the selection to even get those.
yeah. So I recommend right now if you're racing, get into your nodes and your servers and get some fair private races going for Upix if that's what you're interested in. Let's take a look here. I'm actually going to keep it in this front view. I'm going to get a boost out ahead of you. Get in this right lane. Um, so yeah, definitely, as you guys can see, it's looking good. Just lots of room for construction and building. So if you are in the Hyde Park node and you got some properties on the racetrack, let's get them. Let's get them built up. Let's spark them up. Get some things building. So right now we're heading west on 67th Street, I believe. So there's my property on the left with the totems, and then there's my little corner lot where I'll need to do something fun right there. You're hanging with me right there in the left lane. You're actually ahead of me, and you didn't boost. You're not racing, are you?
No, I am not.
Okay. Okay. I haven't. So your car just boosted.
Okay, so interesting enough, I have my mouse in my hand and I just hit the button and it boosted.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but I can't steer or do it. I don't think. Maybe I can. No, it's not steering for sure.
Okay.
So my mouse may have just ironically been on the same exact spot where the boost is. Now, if only I was in
That
the right lane, I would have a chance.
I don't know though. Because you're beating me. And we raced this yesterday when it came out, and figured out the right lane was faster the majority of the way. Did you put a 4E in, or is it a 4?
Oh, it's a 4. Yeah, my silver
All right,
4.
let me see if I can get out ahead of you. And now I just block you.
Well, I
It's
moved I moved my mouse too, so now I don't have the
oh, are
ability
you here off the boost?
to boost, I guess.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, I should be right in front of you now, so I should win.
Just gonna keep moving my mouse until it boosts. Oh, you blocked me though.
Yeah, I
I think I
know.
boosted into the back of you.
Oh, that's cheap. I'm sorry.
Did it boost? I think it did, and
Uh,
I think you blocked me.
okay. Well, that makes sense how you got
I hope it
on me
cracked your
there.
bumper.
All right, maybe on the last lap, I'll bring it back. I'll make it even. I'll make it a fair fight right at the last lap. And actually, I want to test out to see the right or left lane is faster.
You should try your brakes, see what they do. Anything that could possibly push your car off the track.
I like the totems coming in there. All right,
Yeah,
I went over to the right lane. It's almost a fair fight here in this last and final lap. Can't wait to get this built out some more. I think it's gonna be cool. I think you have that playground set, right?
I do.
The Kaboom.
That's on Hyde Park Boulevard, actually. That was where we had the Copper Cobra track slated for, which would have been really cool because we've got so much construction in that area.
Yeah, we'll see if that gets approved or not. Um,
Yeah,
you're
hopefully we'll have the Hammer and the Cobra up and running. Eventually that's the kind of the goal.
your left lane is faster.
That's interesting because when I raced it yesterday, the right lane was definitely the speed lane all the way through.
However, so that's pretty interesting. If you're, because I just made up some ground on the inside track, which I mean, which makes sense, but um, I'm not seeing those.
Do you have a boost left? Oh, you're out.
No, I'm out. I mean, and you get two left-hand turns to finish this out, so it's over. Wow. All right, that inside lane is faster.
So that's interesting. I could have swore the right lane was definitely the fast lane.
Yeah, I got some upics. You got little bonus upics there. I think it
That was
makes
close.
makes up for
Point three.
the other day.
Yeah, that's true. Back to even.
All right, awesome. So very excited for Trinity Props and that racetrack, the Hyde Park Hammer. I want to go in here and look at. Let's see.
Yeah, disappointed I couldn't get in there again.
Yes, you got two people racing right now. One for 500 upics, one for one upics. QRS and T. All right, so there it is. The Hyde Park Hammer is under the T's in the racetrack list. Um, so I was looking in the wrong spot. Any other Upland news this week? Anything to wrap up with? I actually do have a 10 o'clock meeting today. I have to get to. Let's see if there's any Upland news. I know there was the wearable challenge ended yesterday. I actually did not hardly do anything for that. Um, I think I had like 10 entries. That was about it.
Yeah, I missed out on that for sure. Um, I was not able to get in.
You do have the Susan G. Komen wearables sale. You had to register for that yesterday. That actually goes on today. I might pick up one or two of these if I get a good spot in line, which we'll find out later.
Oh, bummer. I don't think I got registered for that. It was crazy busy yesterday, so I think I missed that.
You've got the stock car sale. I was trying to help out a friend that had some passes. Got a terrible spot in line, so I was not able to help with that. And so that went on yesterday. So let us know if anybody got a stock car. Those are going pretty valuable if you're able to get one of those. Um, you can flip them on the secondary for a nice price, or hold them for long term. I just, I mean, look at the people that have been holding cars and believing and having that the patience. I think it's going to pay off with these racing with stakes. I think the car prices have already and the car activity has already gone up quite a bit. And then uh, with the different like URL races, um, organized tournaments and things like that, I think people are going to be uh, really getting interested in racing, and I think the car market is going to continue to go up and to do better. So getting these stock cars, they're exclusive, they're um, difficult to get. So if you're able to get one, congrats, and you can either use it or find a good way um, to flip it or something like that. I actually
Yeah,
think that's it for the news this week. Not, I mean, Upland's been killing it on the news side with new things coming out, but right now it seems like that's relatively simple week. There'll probably be an NFL uh, legit sale this today. It'll probably announce today, later on, where you'll register and then purchase later this week for the NFL legits. Um, I think that's a weekly thing for this season.
yeah. Hopefully, they're going to come out with some more use case and utility for the NFL PA. I feel like we're already like what 8 weeks. This is the eighth week of the season. They're kind of missing the boat. I feel like we got to get some stuff out there and create some kind of like cool contest, even if it's something simple with like the fantasy type thing that they did last year. I don't know.
Um, yeah, I agree. I think there's got to be more to it. Personally, there's obviously some people that are into it, and people are getting up these legits and the contests, and there's definitely some things to be won. But I agree with you. I think getting some other ways to participate, because you do need a lot of legits to really compete at the upper level. So I think getting some other, that's where layer two is going to come in, getting some other utility. I know Shaq announced the other day that they were working on some tweaks for the FIFA women's soccer game, and that's going to bring. Ooh, gotta sneeze here in just a second. That's going to bring some utility to the FIFA legits. Um,
Yeah, hopefully they come with something soon. I know I was buying some NFL legits and stuff, and I actually stopped. There's been no talk about anything with NFL, so Upland, if you're listening, I don't know if it's Upland side holding it up or if it's NFLPA or what the deal is, but make something happen. Make something happen. Bring a little bit of excitement and fun. Give everybody a little bit of hope that there's going to be some utility. I'm sure there is, but bring it to the forefront.
yeah, definitely. I'm not a huge. You know what I would love to see? I'd love to see the UFC get involved. Now, it's very interesting because NFL. Yeah, I watched a few games. I'm not really, honestly, too big into NFL. UFC's. I really just growing up doing martial arts. I really enjoy watching the fights. I can see myself getting into that uh, quite a bit more. So I think that's what Upland's doing long term. I think they're looking to bring in other organizations and partnerships with different sports, and because the more people you can bring in, the better for the game and for the economy. I know bringing in baseball would be good. My wife's Phillies, they lost last night. She was not too happy about that. Um, and but who knows? Maybe that would get because she has no interest in Upland, but maybe if you had, you know, the Phillies baseball, she's loves the Phillies, so maybe that would get her into Upland or something like that. So, but I know like the UFC, I could definitely see myself going larger on those, and but I think you just gotta provide different ways to compete and get involved. Right now, there's really just the legits um, fan score challenge, and so we'll
Yeah, and
see if
hey,
they
if
can
you don't
come.
want to wait for the UFC, reach out to the ninjas. We've got lots of great ideas.
Yeah, I've got lots of ideas. Uh, Definitely no shortage of those.
Mm.
So, um, well, anyway, anything else to wrap up with today?
I think that's it for today. The big news, obviously, the Hyde Park Hammer is up and running. So, as you can see by the screen shares today, there's definitely some properties around the track area. So, if you own one of those properties that's actually on the track, start developing, getting those built up, decorate them, make it look cool. And then we look forward to it growing each and every day. And then there's a lot of properties around the track too, in the neighboring streets. So definitely get out there and get them while you can. You know, I think we're going to look back one day, and LA, once it's sold out, I think is going to be just a fantastic area and is really going to keep its value. So I'm excited to be able to still mint properties. Not only in Hyde Park, but just in LA in general. So I'm picking up every deal I can, and again, looking to the future and feel very, confident that it's going to be a good investment.
Not financial
Not
advice.
financial advice. Yes.
Disclaimer. Um, awesome, guys. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Please give us a like and a subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. And join us in our Discord for everything going on. Keep you updated. Get involved. It's a fun community. We hang out. We give away epics every single week. Um, and tomorrow, possibility of showing the music winner. Is that
I'm
an
working
option
on that.
tomorrow?
So I'm having
Okay.
some technical difficulties I'm trying to work through. So hopefully we'll get that set up and we could have that for tomorrow to give everybody like a sneak peek. And again, congrats to King Jensen. He did a really great job on that. So we're looking forward to that, coming out and being used within the podcast now. So,
Yep.
yeah, tomorrow's going to be action packed. So make sure you guys are here for tomorrow. We're going to be doing some cool giveaways that we're not going to announce, and then we'll have some rumbles and contests, a little bit of racing, hopefully. So I got to get my Chrome fixed up so I can actually race. I don't know what's going on. I couldn't race on Safari. I couldn't race on Chrome now, so I'm not sure. Maybe my computer went through another update. I don't know. I moved a couple things around yesterday, so I'll have to reach out to my 15-year-old and see if he can get me fixed up. So, but yeah, action-packed day tomorrow. So definitely be here 1:30, and we will look forward to kicking it with you guys on Thursday afternoon.
All right. Later, guys.